Here we are in Wimbledon with my old friend, colleague, Hall of Famer Steve Flink, after a great battle that we saw played and won by Rafa Nadal versus Fritz,
yes,
your American Fritz. What is your reaction to that? I mean, we were afraid that Nadal would quit during the second set, because he had a problem to his stomach, abdominal, and he almost we thought he could retire from any moment.
No, but then he came back out after going to take that injury or medical time out, and you saw he gradually got a little better. But the third set got away quickly after that, which Taylor Fritz won 6-3, and then Rafa battled back again in the fourth when he was in such a precarious position, Ubaldo. Rafa was serving 4-5 down in the fourth, love 15, he gets out of it, holds, wins the set 7-5, and then we had that pendulum swinging fifth set where in the middle of the set Rafa breaks for 4-3 and Fritz breaks right back for 4-all, and we go to the super tie break to end it all, and Rafa really ran away with that. He was much too good in the tie break, closing out the contest.
Yes, Taylor Fritz had never lost a set in the tournament. He was playing pretty well.
And then look at the three sets that he lost today.
Yeah.
2 7-5 sets and 1 7-6 in the fifth. So heartbreaking sets because he won a pair of 6-3 sets much more comfortably.
Yes.
Nice comeback in the first set, by the way. Fritz was 3-1 down. That's when he won the set on a run of 5 straight games. But Rafa just showed us again that he doesn't care how much pain he's confronting. He'll get the job done. On the other hand, we heard him say, Ubaldo, he hopes he'll be ready for that semifinal with Nick here. Hopes.
He hopes, we don't know.
Because of the abdominal injury that he's battling.
And then there was a moment where we saw Nadal's father telling to his son to retire. He said, stop, you know? But Rafa didn't want to surrender. I mean,
maybe he feels like it was worth it to get through this, even if he does have to default the semifinal, that he'd leave Wimbledon with the memory of this exhilarating 5-set triumph over Taylor Fritz.
So he will have to play Nick Kyrgios, who won 3 straight sets, 6-4, 6-3, 7-6 versus Garin, the Chilean Garin. But at the beginning, it was the match started 2 games later, because the first 2 games Kyrgios didn't make a point almost. I mean, Garin was returning so well to his serve that Kyrgios told us later that he was worried. He said, if this guy can keep returning my serve, which is probably one of the best in the circuit, I'm in troubles. But then he wasn't.
Those are the 4 crucial words. But then he wasn't. So I think Kyrgios, it's gonna, he'll be hearing about Nadal's physical condition. He'll be knowing that Nadal had this abdominal problem. He'll probably take a look at part of that semifinal. He won't go over the top in excess with his confidence and get too cocky, but he will be confident. That's the way I feel.
Okay, so let's talk briefly about the head-to-head between Kyrgios and Nadal. Is 6-3 in favor of Nadal, who won the last 3 matches, but he had lost in 2014 when Kyrgios did his best performance at Wimbledon, reaching the quarters.
And he served 37 aces in that 4-set match that day over Rafa on the center court. Rafa had just won the French, as he usually does. That was a big win for Nick. But then Rafa, 5 years later, he beats Nick here on the same center court, and he won 2 tiebreakers in that 4-set match. Nick won 2 tiebreakers in the first one. Rafa won 2 tiebreakers in the second one. So you can see how the tiebreakers really determine the outcomes of those matches. But will Rafa be able to serve well enough against Nick in the semifinals?
We don't know. We just know that Rafa Nadal will be playing, if he plays, his 8th semifinal, and that Nick Kyrgios will play his first Slam semifinal. So,
and he's never been more determined. I have to say, Ubaldo, pre-tournament, up until the last couple of days, I would have picked Rafa to beat Nick because of his better on the big points, cooler, more composure, the more stable competitor. But if this is a serious problem he obviously has with the abdominal, I don't know how it clears up in 2 days.
Yes, I don't think either. I don't know either. And, well, it will be tough for him to serve faster than 115 miles
Which is
per
a big
hour.
problem, because
Yeah,
that means
yeah.
Nick's probably,
Okay.
and Nick will break him a lot like Taylor did
Okay.
today.
Listen, very quickly, we have Djokovic playing tomorrow versus Nori.
Yes.
They played only once at the Masters,
Yeah.
at the ATP Finals,
Yeah.
and Djokovic won very easily.
Very
that day.
easily, yeah. He played remarkably.
Yeah.
I saw that match, and he was letter perfect.
Okay.
I think it's a comfortable matchup for him, and I don't think we're going to see the long, drawn-out battle that he had against Sinner. This one, I think, will be much more comfortable, probably straight sets.
Okay, now even more quick, Steve.
Sure.
We have to talk about the women
Yeah.
and say that today Rybakina won a match, and she will play next match Simona Halep,
Yes, yes.
who beat
Anisimova.
Anisimova, while Rybakina
And
had
Anisimova
won.
made a nice comeback in the second set and got thwarted in the end because Simona held her serve at 5-4 in the second set from love 40. Good effort from Halep. She's confident right now.
Okay.
Ubaldo, I like her chances.
Okay, while Rybakina was born in Russia, is a Russian, but now she plays for Kazakhstan. So she's a strange situation. She
Yeah,
can play at Wimbledon just because she has now a Kazakh passport.
But quickly, you like Halep's chances or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
More quickly than and then I like Jabeur beating
I do
Tatiana Maria.
I do
Well,
too.
so that's all for today. Thanks to Steve Flink, Hall of Famer, good friend and colleague. I put everything all together, mixing here. Ciao, Steve.